A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your little Christian brother and your big Christian brother, Eric Braxton, speaking to you all from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago. The land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country that is in the blue Caribbean Sea. In the month of July 2021, in this part 2 video, brothers and sisters, I want to draw this to attention to your mind, heart, mind and soul. I want you all to know, I already stated in part 1, no man cannot accomplish that store that to the world, because no president, no emperor and no ruler in the past could not do that. I'm talking on the own, through their own wisdom, knowledge, understanding and might and power through the army that they have, could store order to this world. Right? I'm not talking about a person who God is using to do that, but it's actually, even said God used a ruler to do that. The credit go to God and not to the ruler. God is just working through the ruler as an instrument. But I'm not dealing with that. I'm talking a person who God is not working in him, and he is boasting his chest and say, through my own power and might, and by these 4-star generals that I have in me, and the captain of my army, and the might of my army, and the power of my army, and the power of my people, I, with my brilliant education and knowledge, and academia, knowledge and study, I can store order to the whole world, and bring peace and stability to this whole world. And he is saying I don't need God to do that. He had the power to do it. And I say no man that ever born or come in this world can accomplish that. So that was in part 1. Now in this part 2 video, we are looking at the angels that God created. Now ladies and gentlemen, the 8th Psalm says man is created a little lower than the angels, a little lower than the angels. Okay, in all the angels that God created, I'm not going into the ranks of the angels, I'm just stressing all the angels, right? In all the angels that God created, we know there are different ranks between them, but in all the angels that God created, do you all think there is any angels, one angels? Because in the first part I said there is any one man, well, that man claiming he will store using his army, but first it coming from a leader who is directing the army to follow his teachings or his doctrine to store that to the world. And I'm saying that one man, doesn't matter how much people supporting him, and actually he's the leader and he will fail miserably, plus the people supporting him in that effort, it will all be a failure. Okay, what about the angels that God created, the Holy One of Israel created, God the Father and Jesus Christ? You all think in all the angels that God created, that any of them could store order to this world and bring stability to this world? Ladies and gentlemen, well, my challenge is to all of you out there, bright boys and bright girls. Well, I won't tell you all try to go and find any angels, because you all are not seeing the angels. It's invisible. They are invisible. So how you go and find them? I tell all you could try to go and look for human beings, like all yourself in part 1, because all you could see human beings. Right? So the man who say I talking stupidness, he could leave Trinidad and go to Russia and say he find a bright professor in Russia who could store order to the world, because he seeing the professor, and the professor is seeing he, because both are as flesh and blood creatures, they are seeing one another. But how can I tell you all to go and find the angels? How you all will see the angels, to hold the angels and say, come here. I think you is the brightest in all the angels that God created, so I choose you come here to store order to the world. I can't send no human beings to do that, because the angels is invisible being. How do I see the angels and hold the angels? You see, ladies and gentlemen. And then again, the elect holy angels in heaven. How human beings now will go up to heaven and find Michael and Gabriel and tell them come down here? I think Michael, you is the brightest in all the angels God created. I want you to store the order to this world. How do we reach up there to bring down Michael, to hold Michael, to bring him down here to do that? So you see, that's a difficult task for mankind. No man will be able to do that. Ladies and gentlemen? Right. So since you all understand that, and I understand that first, and explaining that to you all, for you all to understand that secondly, It mean now we will we cannot go and hold none of the like holy angels and bring them here. Hmm? And the other angels, you all think all you could go and hold them and find them? Or any of God angels that they create and find out who's the brightest in all of them to store order to this world? That's a difficult task. How all you gonna know which one is the brightest in all the angels God create? That's a difficult task again. Am I talking foolishness? Well, you all can analyze, say what I talking foolishness, but I talking no foolishness. Because any angels could, not any angels, but this angels could say, well, I'm the brightest and all, and he will not talking the truth. Then the next angel will say, he's not the brightest and all, I'm the brightest and all. To confuse you all mind, which one you all will believe now. You see what I put in earlier? You see what trying to tell earlier? Right. So that's a difficult task on the part of human beings. We were not able to do that neither. Who God is the only, well, if there's an angels that more brighter than all the angels that God create, God know exactly who he is. But we know that? No human beings know that. So what I'm trying to show you, if Michael is the brightest angels in all the angels God create, no human being doesn't know that. I just saying that. And whether Gabriel is the brightest angels in God, all what God create, and all the angels God create, I don't know that. But I just saying that. You understand? So what I'm trying to show you all, ladies and gentlemen, and teach you all, that all the angels that God create, one individual angel step forward and say, I will restore order to this world. That angels will not accomplish that. That task neither does as man. I'm not dealing with 10 angels appearing and say we will do that as a group. I'm not saying 1,000 angels appearing or 10,000 angels or 1,000,000 angels appearing together and saying we together as a unit will store order to the world. I'm not dealing with that. I deal with the one angels individually out of all the angels. So any one of them could step forward and say, I will store order to this world. Don't you all think any angels could do that? Well, I'm saying that is bigger than that angels. So whether it be Gabriel, that is bigger than he. Whether it be Lucifer, that is bigger than he. And whether it be Michael, that is bigger than he. So you see, I left for Lucifer. I included the 3 super archangels. That is bigger than all of them. I was trying to teach you all. So in essence, none of the angels that God created could do that individually. Store order to this world. The only one could store order to this world, ladies and gentlemen, is God himself, God the Father and Jesus Christ, the Creator God. Because let me teach you all something. This is as an example. Michael will not do that, but I still have to use Michael as an example so that you all understand the principle. If Michael the angels come down here tomorrow and God didn't send him, and he take it up on his own to come down here and appear before mankind, whether I be in Times Square, and say, I am the Archangel Gabriel, the Archangel Michael. You have heard about me in the book of Revelation. You have heard about me in the Old Testament. You understand? I am the one in the 12th chapter of Revelation that have fought with the great dragon. And I have come to restore order to this world so that all mankind will live in peace, love, and tranquility with one another. All the nations of the earth will not be fighting, will not be warring. Everybody will be living in peace and tranquility with one another. You think Gabriel, Michael, the archangels that stand in the very presence of the Holy One of Israel, God the Father himself and Jesus Christ, at the very throne of God, in the very holy temple of God. You think Michael, the archangel, will accomplish that? No, he will fail miserably from day one. Now you all will say, Eric Braxton, you're putting yourself in hot water and you're putting yourself in trouble because you're insulting the holy angels of God. And you're going against God by saying that. And you cannot be no true Christian. So right now we find out who you are. You, Eric Braxton, is a so-called charlatan and a false teacher. You're claiming to be a Christian, but not you're Christian by what you have said. We have found you out by what you are saying. Well, I want to show you all, in spite what I saying is true, and you all have it wrong. You know why? Because Michael is a creative being. And with all the power the archangels Gabriel, Michael have, he can store order to this world. You know why? Because that is bigger than he. That's what I'm trying to teach all you. Because the archangels Gabriel is a limited being in spite of all the power that he have. But God, the creator who created he, is a supreme being, and there's no limit on he. And he possesses all power. He's supreme powerful. Michael the archangel is not supreme powerful. Michael the archangel is a creative being, but the Holy One of Israel, God the Father, is an uncreative being. Let's now get in the message where this little Christian boy is coming from. I hope all they keep on getting it. I get the full message from beginning to the end. And then again, look how much headache Michael the archangel will put himself in. Because it's not 5 people he come into store order to, it's 8 billion people upon this earth. You know how much is 8 billion people? Fine. Look, in United States of America is 300 million and more. In Africa alone, find out how much million people in the 45 countries in Africa. And Nigeria alone have a more, here is nearly 200 million there alone. Ethiopia is 100 million and more. And all the continents, find out how much millions, all the millions of people in the 45 countries that make up the continent of Africa. And I even touched the West Indies, South America, North America as yet. 8 billion people. And of course we know the 2 most populated countries, China and Russia. I mean India and China, billion. In India have a billion and over, China have a billion and more. So you see how much people, ladies and gentlemen. you think with all the power that God gave the archangels Gabriel, and he of his own could store order to this world. Michael the angel, the archangels Gabriel, the archangels Michael were not able to accomplish it neither, because it's 8 billion people. And people will question the archangels Gabriel, the archangel Michael. Did God send you to restore order to this world? Or did you come on your own? You want to restore order over us, Michael the archangels, but you didn't make us. The Creator made us. And all the atheists who don't believe in God will be confronting the archangels Gabriel and saying, the archangels Michael, we don't believe in God. How you come into existence? You create yourself, you're an alien being. Is you really an angel? And they will say, well, we have the parliament and we have the government. We will elect our own leaders to rule over us. And we will hear what they have to say. We don't want to hear what you have to say, the archangels Gabriel, Michael. That's what the people in the foreign countries will be telling the archangels Michael. So you see the big headache he will be facing. That's why I tell all that is bigger than he. You see? You see what I'm trying to show you? You see what I'm trying to show you? And God know that. God know that. God know that, ladies and gentlemen. God know that. Huh? I'm finishing this now. God know that, ladies and gentlemen. God know that. Because it's 8 billion people and more. So my advice to you all, Michael the archangels were not able to accomplish that, and Gabriel the archangels were not able to accomplish that, and all the elect holy angels individually, I mean one elect holy angels doing that, saying he will store that to the world. or think he could store order to this world and have every human being on the earth living a certain way in peace and in love and tranquility. That will never happen. No one angels cannot accomplish that. And that applies to all the angels that God created. None of them will be able to accomplish that, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, the same way how man cannot accomplish it, none of the angels will be able to accomplish it. So who is the person will be able to accomplish that? God himself, God the Father and Jesus Christ. It's only God to accomplish that, ladies and gentlemen. You all doesn't believe me? Well, that's what the Bible have teach us from Genesis to Revelation. A lot of you all will say, Eric Braxton, you insulted mankind and you're insulting the angels that God created. Look at the things you are saying about mankind with all the wisdom, knowledge and understanding that man have and all the advancement mankind have achieved in the past. That is some mankind cannot accomplish. That is exactly what I'm saying, mankind accomplished that. And then you are saying, in spite the angels are created higher than us, none of the angels that God created cannot accomplish that. You tend to insult the mankind and you intend to insult the angels. You want to put mankind in a bad light and say that what you all are like want to accuse me. You want to put mankind in a bad light and say the brightest of mankind cannot accomplish that. That is exactly what I'm saying. And you all are telling me, okay, you're harping on the angels now, saying the brightest of the angels cannot accomplish it the same way individually. That is exactly what I'm saying. Now, if you all vex with me I hope all you all are vexed what I'm saying. I hope you all are ganging up to beat me up, or to assassinate Eric Braxton. Alright, I'm finishing this now. Don't you know just a few days ago the president of Haiti was assassinated? I wonder if any of you all have that intention to come down in Trinidad to look for Eric Braxton to assassinate him, to put a bullet in his head for talking nonsense, according to all you. He's talking rubbish and he's talking nonsense and recording videos and put it on YouTube. And a lot of the videos he put on YouTube, he's not even getting 5 views on it or 10 views. None of them are going viral. Or maybe as yet. Let us wait and see. He does have a little 44 views and he's talking this talk. Is any of you all not ganging up and saying Eric Braxton need to shut up his mouth? We need to put a gag on him. Well, if any of you all are thinking that negativity towards me, what can I do? I still love you all with the love of Jesus Christ. I can only do what Jesus Christ have done. Point to when he was on the cross, point to all of them and say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what I've done. Well, I tend to do this as Jesus. Point my hand to you all and say, Jesus Christ, forgive all of you all. You all doesn't know what you all are saying concerning me. That is exactly what I tend to do. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not on no cross. And in the video, what I'm doing is exactly that towards you all who thinking that way towards me. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't you all really think Eric Braxton come out to insult the angels that God created? Don't you all really think Eric Braxton record his video to insult mankind? Look what he's saying about mankind. Look what he's saying about the angels that God created. Eric Braxton, who are inspiring you to say these things? Who is instructing you? This little Christian, you call yourself this Christian boy from the Western world in Trinidad and Tobago, from the West. Who are instructing you to say these things about mankind cannot achieve that, and all the angels that God cannot create cannot achieve that? Who is inspiring you to say these things? Have you read that in a book somewhere and you tend to share it? Because we see you quoted from no book, we just see you talking verbally. Have you read that in a book? Have someone call you aside and talk to you and advise you to say these things? No, a lot of these things might be running through all your mind. Why are you saying these things? Why I am saying these things? I am saying these things because I want you all to know these things and know the facts of the matter. This is that. None of the angels cannot accomplish it, and no mankind can accomplish it, neither. So then who is the only one to create, to accomplish that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world? Then I say the creator God. Yes, the one who created all the angels, the universe and mankind. God himself. All of you believe that? All of you believe that? Well, that's the fact of the matter. Only God himself could accomplish it. No one else. No one else, ladies and gentlemen. No one else. No one else. No one else cannot accomplish it but God himself. God the Father and Jesus Christ. Besides both of them, no one else cannot accomplish that. You see? That's a fact of the matter. That's a fact of the matter. And I know it will take a long time for a lot of you all to recognize that fact and accept it. But that's a fact of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fact of the matter. That's a fact of the matter. Well, brothers and sisters, I tend to bring the curtain down on this video. Was happy for I to join you all, to share this video with you all and teach you all about that reality, ladies and gentlemen, and open up all your mind to this reality, to this truth, so that you all will comprehend what I say and understand what I'm saying. And don't forget to continue reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, the original King James Bible. And if you are not a Christian, give all your life to Jesus Christ, get baptized, join that church at Observe Saturday as a Sabbath day, join the studies on a Saturday or on a Wednesday or on a Thursday, introduce yourself to the saints in the church with the pastor, prepare for baptism, get baptized, begin reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, began living that Christian life and going in the town, the village, and the city and spreading the words of God. Began printing your own tracts or other tracts from the very said church that you go to and start distributing tract. Or open your own YouTube account or Facebook account and start recording videos and teaching others about the scriptures, the Bible. Oof. Well, brothers and sisters, so in this part 2 video, and don't forget to look at part 1, and this is part 2, right? Right, ladies and gentlemen. So bye bye. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends. Shalom, peace.